Hi, welcome. This is Mary with My Beautiful Mess. Welcome to an all new Plan With Me. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you for coming. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a Plan With Me in my classic catch-all planner. The planner I'm using is the Homestead Planner. It kind of took the place of the Farmhouse Planner. So it's so funny, like, everybody wants a neutral planner. When they first came out with Happy Planner, everybody loved all the beautiful designs, and it seems like now everybody wants a neutral planner. And this is fairly neutral, except it always has like something floral in the center. And today we're going to be using florals, but we're going to use different ones. So I'm going to be using a number of books. In fact, I used so many that I pre-planned for this Plan With Me, and I'll tell you exactly what I mean by that. But my focal point on the planner is going to be this from this flower book. And if you haven't seen this book, it is beautiful. I do a flip through of it in the Bloom Bundle unboxing video that I did. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see all the gardening books and things like that, and floral books that Happy Planner came out with just recently. This one is in there. And I love this beautiful, bold, navy blue, floral print. It's gonna be really pretty. So we're gonna use this and we're gonna put it at the bottom of our planner spread, and we're gonna keep all the other stuff here on top. So what I mean by pre-plan is that I was trying to use this color palette and find stickers that were kind of went with that color palette. And honestly, it was kind of harder than I thought. I had a lot of different pink shades. They didn't quite marry up to the flowers. This teal was actually really hard to find. Even the yellow, like this is kind of like a marigold, and everything I found was like bright yellow. So it took me a while to get a bunch of stickers that kind of matched the theme. So I didn't want to do that on camera because I'm not kidding. I probably used like 10 different sticker books. So I pre-planned, and what I mean by pre-planning is, if this might be a new planner tip for you, but if you have like an old sticker sheet, like one that all the stickers are pretty much used on, don't throw those away. Save them, and you can use them for pre-planning. So as you go through your sticker books and you find stickers that you want to incorporate, you can add them, like I did here. You can add them to your page. So all you do is you get an old sticker page that's like pretty used, and then you just peel off the paper, any paper that's left on it, and then you have this kind of waxy paper underneath, and that allows you to kind of reapply some stickers as you're working through it, working through the books and everything, flipping, that way you don't have to keep all these books open, or you can have all your stickers here and then kind of figure out where you want to lay them, instead of like trying to lay one at a time and flipping through books. So hopefully that's like helpful to you. I know a lot of planner babes do that when they do these Plan With Me videos, so they're not flipping back and forth through books. So I got these from a number of books. So the kind of books that I'm using, oops, pulling that off there. I got a couple of these. These are from like the Socialite book. These here are from like the Boss Babe accessory pack. I got these from the little small budget sticker book. I got these from like the colorful boxes, and I think I got that one from another small sticker book. But I kind of had to like search around because believe it or not, it was kind of hard for me to kind of match the palette. So anyway, let's get started. Hopefully that's a good tip for you. So we're going to start by laying our flowers down first. So this sticker book has 2 pages of these. Really pretty. And if you're not familiar with layering stickers here like this, I will explain what I mean. So I'm actually going to be dropping my sticker way past down on this box. I'm actually going to take it all the way to full bleed. I'm going to take it all the way to the edge of the page. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to layer that down. And then I'm going to basically trim off the excess. And if it's easier, you can turn the page around so you can see better, see where you're cutting. And you get a really pretty effect when you do that. It kind of looks like it's coming up from the page, and that's really pretty. And so I'm going to do a smaller one. I'm just trying to think of how I want to lay this out. And I think I'm actually going to take this bigger one and put this on the opposite page. So I'm going to take this bigger sticker out. And you want to watch your punch holes. Like I'm just going to kind of lay this as close to the punch as I can. And then I'm going to trim off the excess. Okay. I know you can see my my spread for this week that I'm using. Okay. And when I turn it around. Okay. So we've got that going. You can, if you wanted to, you can take it all the way to the center. When you do that though, you'll need to trim down the center, and then you basically need to repunch the pages. And I've done that before so many times. It's just, honestly, it's kind of a pain to do, so I'm not going to do that with this spread. I'm really tempted to, because it just, you think it's so pretty. And then I'm going to throw these little smaller ones in and kind of close some of the gap a little bit. And then I'm going to throw another one here, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do a leaf over here. I'm just trying to think of how I actually want this positioned. I think I'm going to overlap it like that. I'm going to do a pretty floral bunch there. And then I'm going to just kind of layer that on top. And this is really kind of all about like layering. You can do this any way you want. It does not have to be the way I'm doing it at all. I'm just going to kind of close up some of that gap. And just kind of layer it. In fact, I'm actually going to pull this up a little bit and stick it underneath. So we're layering it that way too. It just adds a little more dimension. Okay, and another small one, I think, right there to close up the gap. And then I'm just going to trim away the excess. You can use a X-Acto knife as well if that's easier for you. I kind of prefer scissors. I think it's just a little quicker. And now I have all the little all the little stickers stuck to my hand. Okay. All right, let's get rid of those. Okay, and then next we have basically the end of this corner. So I'm going to fill that in as well. Trying to find a flower that's like not too big. But I don't know that I really have one, so let's just kind of, I'm going to use this little bunch here. And I'm going to overlap it on the side. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of peel this up a little bit. Well, I had an idea and I don't know that it's going to work like I thought, but okay. I think I'm just going to use this and kind of close in some of that gap. And I'm just going to layer that down as well. And you know, the more y'all kind of layer these flower stickers, I think the more interesting it becomes. Like the prettier it kind of looks. So don't be afraid to place stickers on top of other stickers because it adds a lot of interest. Okay, so I'm going to trim that down. I'm going to trim that down. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our really pretty flower border. And you know, honestly, I was going to leave that space because I thought it's pretty, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I should cover it up. I don't know. It kind of looks pretty because it looks more like a real bouquet, you know, where you have spaces and gaps. Maybe I'll just leave it. Okay. So we're done with that. We're done with our floral border. So now basically everything else we do is going to be in the top half. I basically won't be doing any writing here. And this is going to be a completely before the pen spread. I'm not really going to write anything down here just because it takes a long time on camera. But I'm basically going to do all the decorating here up in these two rows. So let's see. I'm going to add some things that I already know I kind of have going. So like next week, my husband is off work, so I'm going to add that, and I'm going to put a little spot to remind myself that he's off on Monday, and he's actually off again on Friday. And so he's got like a 3-day work week. So I'm going to remind myself there. Saturday, actually Friday is going to be a family time day. Friday's going to be a family time day because my husband's going to be off, so we're going to do something fun. So I'm going to put that right there, and then I'll fill in what we're going to do. We haven't actually decided yet. Okay. Next, I'm just going to cover up a couple of borders here. And I'm not really using a ton of gold on this one. I'm using very little gold. I do really like gold. I know a lot of people aren't into it, but I think it's really pretty. Let's see here. Saturdays are always my shopping day, my like grocery shopping day. So I'm going to add that here, and then I'm going to leave a space so I can write a list. They're also my, well, I was going to say Saturday is also a laundry day for me because I do all of our sheets and towels and that kind of stuff on Saturday. But I have a feeling I'm going to need to do laundry again on Wednesday pretty heavily, so I'm going to put that there. I have a spot here for my weekly expenses that I'll put here on the sidebar because I've been really good about keeping track of that the last few weeks. Okay. Sundays are pretty slow days for me. Like we do church and then we just kind of chill. So I'm probably not going to need a lot of space on Sundays. So I'm just going to fill it in with a quote and just leave that space for me. And let's see here. I have on, what day is it? Thursday. I am hosting a play date. So I'm going to put that as a little reminder to myself. And I'll list the things I need to bring for the play date. And let's see here. Going to Tuesdays, like the beginning of the week, are normally my really busy days. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down as a checklist to help me out. And I'm going to use another one for Wednesday because Wednesday is another really busy day for me. Oops, it's going on a little crooked. Let's fix that. Okay. This sticker is like super sticky. They're not all like that, but this one is. Okay. So yeah, checklists are great for things that you like needed, like list making. I'm a list maker. I love that kind of stuff. I know not everybody's into that. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do on Saturday with our kids is I'm going to do a movie night and see if we can get the kids to just chill out for a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put that here for the other things that I need to get done. Okay. And okay, I'm going to add this for Sunday. I won't, like I said, it'll be a lazy day. One of these is probably going to be church. I have pretty simple days on Sunday. I'm going to add a couple of colorful boxes here for me. Other than my play date, I've got oops, that's really crooked. I've got a few other things kind of going on Thursday, so I'm just going to leave some space for me. Sorry, I put this on really crooked, so I need to pick up the page and kind of look and see where I'm putting this. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Friday is a payday. So I'm going to stick that, I'm just going to layer it on my box as a reminder. And I told you I go grocery shopping on Saturdays, but I actually start meal planning on Thursdays. On Thursdays, I start kind of getting my list going and I start kind of peeking in the fridge and the pantry. So I'm actually going to put a little meal plan sticker here on Thursday. I'm going to put a little geo thing here where my play date's going to be. And Wednesday, I'm going to put some little markers just because I'm going to be doing, so normally I have a pretty strict schedule on laundry. Like Mondays are like my hamper and my husband's hamper, and like Tuesdays is my older son's hamper. Like I normally do that. But I have a feeling, just based on the way my week is starting to look, that I'm going to be doing like several of those on Wednesday. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a simple box right here. Actually, I think I may just drop it down here. I think it looks better. Okay, so that's it. That is my plan with me. It's a pretty simple design. I just kind of incorporated the colors. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really wish I didn't have that. I really wish it was more neutral. I had a really hard time. I actually did try to look for a very neutral planner. I thought the Homestead planner was like pretty neutral in general. Like it has a really soft palette, but I definitely wish that it didn't have like this design here. Like I wish it was just black and white so I could design it the way I want. Anyway, thank you very much for following along. I really appreciate it. I would love to hear what you love to do with the flower stickers. I'd love to hear that in the comments, how you use them. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and then please subscribe before you leave.